Wrestlemania Arena in 2K24 because 2K wouldn't. Well, they leave them out of the showcase mode. Hey guys, Bonds are back with another video, and today I'm going to go through every single Wrestlemania Arena I created in 2K24 and kind of explain how I created it and kind of talk about the Manias to celebrate the 40-year anniversary coming up in 2 days. So, if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe. Let's get started. So, we're going to start off with WrestleMania 1. This is the first Mania, and it's kind of the weakest stage because nobody thought Mania was going to be as big as it is now, but everybody starts somewhere. All we got is a curtain, even though the entranceway was not like that. It was more like one of these corners right here and a little curtain, but I really couldn't think about how to interpret that into an arena, so I have this. Ring-wise, they didn't have no ring mats at the first WrestleMania, so I took a mat, colored it kind of the same as before, tried to blend it in, and we have that. Ring-wise, no logos nowhere. They barely had steps. They were more just like a little stepping stool, nothing like this. But now there's no way for me to mod staircases to look like that, so we're just stuck with this. They have no branding on the ring aprons or on the turnbuckle pads, and it's basically as plain as you can get with a WrestleMania arena. I wish I could say that about most of them, but you'll see that later. Next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 2. Basically the same as WrestleMania 1, but they actually had logos on the turnbuckle pads and the ring aprons. You got the old WWF yellow logo with the WrestleMania 2 logo on the aprons. Still no floor mat. They actually had steps kind of the same as WrestleMania 1, but like I said, couldn't mod that. Entranceway, just like I explained, the corner over here to my right, pretty much the same. So, not really much to talk about WrestleMania 2, except for the logos added to the ring. But we're going to go next to WrestleMania 4. WrestleMania 3 was in the showcase mode. Now, WrestleMania 4 and 5 were held in the same venue. And they had this giant staircase coming down where the superstars would enter. I could not mod that in because I'm on console. So I basically took the Raw's War Titantron. I went in, got a picture of the ramp, the stairs, plopped it down, trying to make it match up. I mean, it does, but yet again, from a distance, it's alright for what it is. I took 2 banners. I wish they had a banner that was just flat. They did not. Stuck it right there for the WrestleMania 4 logos. The floors on the WrestleMania 5 arena, they're blue with yellow. Now, I got the blue and I got the yellow, but that extended all the way out here into the crowd, and like I said, no mods to do that, so we're kind of just working with what we got. Ring-wise, basically the same, except you got WrestleMania 4 logo on the ring apron, and not really much to talk about this one, but for some reason, it's my most popular Mania I created, which, it's pretty cool. But next, we're going to go to Mania 7. Manias 5 and 6 are in showcase mode. This one, I did a little bit of a modification to before I recorded this video. This Mania had these old school American flags wrapped around the whole venue. They were basically 2 giant ones at the entranceway with a little tunnel where they came in at with the WWF logo hanging over. The old school flags are basically being hanged right here against this back wall, and there's no way to mod that or do that in the base game. For the entrance, for the ramp and stage, they had mats coming in from the entrance, so I kind of got that down right. Ring-wise, basically the same, except they have the WrestleMania 7 ring apron design. And I believe, I could be wrong, but the steps are blue now. They probably were before. Probably skipped over that. But, WrestleMania 4, plain and simple. Not 4, 7, sorry. WrestleMania 8 was in the showcase mode. WrestleMania 9. This was the first Mania to have a theme to it. It was the old school Roman type of theme, and I'm just gonna say straight up, this one isn't really that accurate. Basically, all this empty space right here was non-existent in the real life stadium. These walls, yes, they had the walls wrapped like this for detailing, but they weren't as shown off as they are right now in the arena. Um, this little I guess I don't know what this is called, a chapel. I don't know. We'll just call it a Roman chapel. Um, in real life, these pillars were just yellow and they didn't have as much detail as they do in the game. But hey, you really couldn't do nothing like that, or I can't really do nothing about that. The So this piece was a Ring movie, so you couldn't customize it until they just dropped the new update. Thank you 2K for coming in clutch after I created every Mania Arena. I might go through and update this later, but basically, I got the WrestleMania 30 Titantron, and I lowered it and got it to fit in here through that little decal on it. And then I came in with an issue because it stretched all the way down here and it blocked the little entrance, so I really didn't know what to do for it. Basically, went in, took a screenshot, pasted the design, and from certain angles, it just looks whole. But not really much I could have done. We're gonna go over here to the ring real quick. Ring, we had brand new WrestleMania. Well, you had the standard brand new apron. Turnbuckle pad, or the corners actually had a custom design. I believe this is the first Mania to have a custom corner post design. Other than that, the ropes black and gold instead of the standard red, white, and blue of the time, and the steps were black. The the barricades they used were basically the regular barricades like these up here, except they had these logos stretched over them. I believe they are leather, and there was no way for me to interpret that all the way around the arena. So I just used the cloth barricades, and then these three over here and these three back here just have the custom logos on it that kind of make it seem accurate. From a distance, it seems alright in game. I mean, not really, but the thought matters into doing this. And I did have a Titantron up there that had the logo on it at one point, but it just didn't look good, so I just deleted it. But WrestleMania 9, first one to have a theme, and this was the first one that really kind of gave me a pain to creating these arenas. WrestleMania 10 was in the showcase mode. Now, WrestleMania 11 was a real simple arena to create. They already had the WrestleMania 2 facade in the game, the stage design. So basically all I did was take the Raw's War Titantron, placed it over here, put the WrestleMania 11 logo on it, and then this one has, let me see if I can click through here and show y'all real quick. This one has the WrestleMania 12 logo right here, and you couldn't customize it. So I basically took the WrestleMania 30 Titantron, which I use a lot in this game. Well, left wall, not Titantron. I took a screenshot of the area before, put it there, pasted it over, and I guess from a distance back, it looks alright. Up close, I mean, it is what it is. Ring-wise, back to the blue, red, white, and blue scheme of everything. And they used the same ring apron from WrestleMania 9, and I believe they used the same one from 10 too. This one, simple, it was easy to make, unlike WrestleMania 9. Next, 12, even more simple, basically copy and pasted the design of the last one, and all I had to do was put the WrestleMania 12 logos everywhere. Ring, basically stayed the same, except the apron had the logo on the center, and this and the WrestleMania 11 arena are basically the same thing, so not really much to talk about. Next, 13 was in the showcase mode. 14, this one was the early tricky one, because the 40 stage had these two circular support beams made out of steel, and if I could have got two of these perfect circle ones and just stacked them in front of each other, it would have looked alright. I couldn't do that. So I had to improvise. I believe I took the Survivor Series Deadly Games Minitron, and I removed the skull, and basically tried to make this match up a little bit. I mean, kind of works for what I attempted to do, but not really. I mean, I attempted it. Anyways, basically, next part to this stage, there was a little ramp that stuck out, like a little concrete slab. Couldn't find anything that would give it the effect, so I just took a shape, colored it, and textured it. And then I took the logo of WrestleMania 14 and stuck it right there, and that's the stage. And over here, I have the DX Band's little drum set because they played at that Mania. Anyways, we're going to move to the ring real quick. The ring, we got new aprons, and they started using the scratch logo too. Another big change was the ring mat, or mat. It turned black from the blue. Posts have turned black, and then the steps have turned black. And we have announce tables now with the WF scratch logo. There's still some Golden Age WF logos, but they're white. I completely didn't understand why they had them logos when they had the scratch logo everywhere, but that is WrestleMania 14. Next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 15. This one, making the stage, pretty easy. Getting the images, though, not so many. Well, one particular image was a real pain to get. The stage design image, I had to go in, find a picture of the stage, and then I had to go into an eraser app and erase everything, then make it look like it was legitimately the actual logo hanging from the ceiling. But it was horrible. I would accidentally erase some bits and have to completely restart over, but after, I believe, an hour of erasing, I got it right, and that's what you see right here. WrestleMania 15 had these little steel structures coming out, well, sitting on the ground that had lights on them. Luckily, there is walls in the game that that have the same steel structure, and they have lights. I just had to take these little curtains with the Titantron on them and just sink them into the ground to give it the effect. Ring wise, we started using the modern steel barrier, and we got the, well, not really modern no more, but somewhat modern barricades. Anyways, we are full scratch logo everywhere, no more Golden Age WF logo, and this is in the middle of the Attitude Era. Now next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 16, so known as WrestleMania 2000. This arena, it was alright. It was a real simple one to make. It was just a lot of image work. I don't know why that was sticking out like that. I apologize. But basically, you had 3 Trons. You had one center. You had 2 off to the side. And then both of them behind them had steel with lights on it, and I didn't know how to interpret that. So I took a header that had lights on it and steel and stuck it back there to try to make it look like it. And it somewhat worked. I mean, it's not the best, but you just get the general of what I was trying to do. Ring-wise, same as the last Mania, except we got the WrestleMania 2000 logos everywhere. And just not really much to talk about the ring in this one. Basically the same as the last one, just, different aprons. Next is going to be WrestleMania 18. 17 was showcase mode. Now, I believe this one was the first one to really give me an issue. WrestleMania 18 stage had basically 2 giant steel support beams that would be over here. They would reach above the top and then come over here and connect. There is nothing in the game like that. So I had to improvise. I took these 2 left and right walls and I stuck a steel barricade, steel structure image off of them to try to give it the effect. It somewhat worked, but not really. Also, this stage had a couple more parts. This back steel area was accurate, but this giant upside down V steel part would actually reach out from probably, I believe, somewhere over here, and it would touch up here and then go back down. And these 5 Titantrons actually were in the arena, and they would have, the wrestlers Titantrons. I couldn't work that out, so all this is basically smudged together. This is probably one of my least liked arenas I've created, but hey, what are you gonna do? Ring wise, basically the same, just different aprons. And I believe they moved on to a modern ring mat. They could have done that in the last Mania, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But WrestleMania 18, I'd probably say is one of the least favorite ones I've created, but it kind of gives the vibe of what it was supposed to be. Hold up, let me get a sip of. I don't know where my drink went. WrestleMania 19. This one was also a pre-made arena in the game, so all I had to do was just did some image work on it. Up here, it was a Titantron that was the movie Titantron, and I didn't want that in the game, and I didn't know how to fix it at the time, but I reckon with the new update you could probably do something to it. Basically, I took a header up there, and I took two of the WrestleMania 30 mini walls and put them beside each other to block out that customization, the custom arena one, the Titantron up there. Then I took the Minitron for WrestleMania 19, plopped it down, put the logos on it, and the stage, it's a good stage, but it was already pre-made in the game, not much to talk about. Ring-wise, this is the first Mania to become a WWE WrestleMania, and we are now at the WWE Scratch logo phase of this journey. Basically the same as the last two, but we have the WWE logo everywhere and new aprons. Next, I believe we're going to go to WrestleMania 22. WrestleManias 20 and 21 were in the showcase mode. This one was the first Mania, 19 was the first Mania to actually have a big, 17 was the one that had a big stage. This one was the one that I actually had to do stage work on for the first time, like legitimate WrestleMania theme stage. Now, this stage was in the game last year if you had the John Cena pack or the Legacy pack. And this year, I don't know why, they just did not include it even though they already had it pre-made for last year. Basically, I took a left and right wall that had the kind of the cities, like the side of a skyscraper type of look to them, and then I plastered the WrestleMania logos on there to give it the look. This is just the NXT Titantron with the centerpiece of the logo on there. This one's the Titantron with their logo, and then the header on the top has the signs that would have stretched all the way around the arena. I couldn't interpret that because I had no mods, and it's just the 22 sign above it. This one was probably the first one that I made that I think that was pretty accurate for the modern WrestleMania stages, but looking back at it, I've created better, but still a good creation. Ring-wise, basically the same as the last one. Steps kind of had a lighter shader of a light shade of black on them, and ring posts and ropes and turnbuckle pads still all black with the Scratch logo, so not really much to talk about here. Next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 23. Now, this is a big step up from WrestleMania 22 because this stage was huge in real life. Let's talk about it. So, they already had all these in the game, all the walls and the Minitron and the Titantron and the header. So basically, it was just putting it all together and then doing the image research. This one was kind of a pain to get all the images right, but I got them all done in probably a couple of hours. Nothing a big problem. Let's see. WrestleMania 23 logo right there, and then another 23 logo. The only thing I don't like about this arena is the logo right here was a Minitron, and I ran out of parts, so I couldn't put one there, but you kind of get the gist of it. The walls, the left and right wall, they are incorrect. They had this big white beam coming down, but every time I would try to put one on there, it would just look crooked and it looked like stairs, so I just made the decision to not include it. Um, this was the first Mania that had a big special stage. This one is not accurate, as you'll see with most of my Mania creations, because this is the only stage in the game that's big like a Mania stage. Um, the legitimate stage was like this, but there was more of these poking out, creating more of a like it would go bam, 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 bam. They give it more of a shape to it. Over here, we have John Cena's car that he drove through the glass. I couldn't get anything to represent the glass he busted through, but I guess the the thought counts. I don't know why, but my electronic board decided to not work. It's a glitch for some reason that's happening in the game. I don't know why. It was happening earlier. Hold on, let me see if I can find that image and put it on there. If I still have it, I think I made them custom made, to be honest with you. Oh, never mind, they're right there. I completely skipped over them. But basically it was that, and then I had them colored blue. It's a very cyan blue, like that. Something like that. And the logos are bigger, but for some reason there's a glitch in the game where the electronic boards don't want to work no more, which is great. Anyways, moving on from that, ring-wise, we have white ropes now, and I believe this is the second Mania to start using the custom post designs. And I believe, oh never mind, we're still at the basic scratch logos on the announce tables, but this ring, only thing different is the posts have a design, and the aprons are different, and the wipes and the and the ropes are white. But this stage, I believe, is one of my best. It has a 3D feeling to it. It has the WrestleMania 23 logo right here. It has the two Trons. This one's poked out further, and then that one has the two walls. The only thing I would wish I could change is, like I said earlier, the Titantron that would stick out right there in the center. And the Ford Field logo would have been all the way here above the stage set with a big Titantron underneath it. But hey, what are you going to do about it? Next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 24, which I believe is one of the strongest Manias I've created. Now this one, this one was a doozy to create. Let's see. Let's start off with the Raw 2021 Titantron. I used that for the base of the building in the back, and then I took higher quality looking WrestleMania logos and put them there, and I put a higher quality of this logo right here, as you can see from right there. Then I took I believe this is a header, I believe. No, that's not the header. That's a wall. I took this wall, put it here to give it more of a 3D look, even though it was basically the other way around. This was indented, and these two were extended out, but there was nothing else in the game that kind of represented that, so I just had to go for this. This header right here is circular, and it has the World Wrestling Entertainment logo on it. Up here we have a mini Tron to represent the second, I like to call it the second stack, the design of the arena. And then finally we have the Raw's War Titan wall to give it the WrestleMania logo. I don't know what they're called, they're usually on movie theaters, but to give it that feeling. Ring-wise, we have orange ropes, the ring posts are white, the steps are white. They started putting the logos on the corners of the barricades, and then we finally got some new announce table covers. The ring posts are white, continuing the tradition of the arena, the ring post having logos, and then we have the custom ring apron, still the scratch logo on the turnbuckle pads, but WrestleMania. Well, I guess it's a glitch in the game now. I do apologize. Hopefully that's not like that when you download the arena. But that is WrestleMania 24. WrestleMania 25, what is in the showcase mode. 26, I believe, is one of the weaker ones I created, but it's not the worst. This one, I just did a lot of stacking to give the castle look to it. I believe to the bottom right here we have NXT, Titantron, Minitron, and beside that I put the WrestleMania 30 wall to give that it a little bit more space to even it out on the sides. And then up here I used a Titantron to get the stairs. Well, I don't know, stairs, levels. And then probably the best thing about this stage, I took the Raw's War wall. I put the banner down it, even though it was angled in real life. But hey, the thought matters. And then I finally took a header. I put the WrestleMania logo up there with the final bit of the castle. Stage-wise, I wish this was a little bit longer, but this is as big as I got for just a standard stage. Ring-wise, basically the same as the last one, but it's got more of a white theme going on for it this time, which I believe stays the same throughout the rest of the WrestleMania arenas. The logo on the barricades, and then I believe this was the first Mania to have the WrestleMania logo on the announce table covers. But WrestleMania 26, probably one of the weaker arenas I created. Next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 27. Now, this one, going back and watching the Mania, there's a lot of critiques for this Mania I've created. First of all, this up here, this WrestleMania logo, yeah, it's supposed to stretch from over here to here. This is as big as I could have gotten in game, and trust me, I tried to fix it, but nothing else I could do. The Titantron in the back is the Raw 2021 Titantron, which they actually used in the WrestleMania 27 stage. I tried to recreate the pillars coming down for when you're making your entrance. You kind of got the feeling that it's there, but it's not. I don't know. Basically, if I could have modded it, these back two would have been right here and right there. These would have been coming down right here, and then the header up here is basically the same where it was. But this stage, I mean, I attempted to do it right. They just didn't have all the parts to make it look right. Ring-wise, we have blue post now with the WrestleMania logo going up and down, new aprons, and basically the same as the last couple with the logos on the barricades and the announced covers getting the WrestleMania logos on them. Next, I believe we're going to WrestleMania 28, which is my second most downloaded arena. This one, before they dropped the new update, was probably the best one I've created. Basically, I went into last year's game and I took a bunch of screenshots of the ring, and I kind of worked the stage props around to kind of make it look like it's long, but in reality, it's just the WrestleMania 29 Minitron with the WrestleMania 30 walls to make it look extended, and I used Money in the Bank. What year is this? 13 to put the sign up. But now they have it where you can mod the like the already custom arenas. So I'm probably gonna go back and get the WrestleMania 31 arena and work with it, and probably get it to look better than what I have it. But I believe this one is a pretty accurate one if you look at it from afar. The only thing it's missing is a couple of palm trees behind the sign and the LED boards that were behind the stage. Ring wise, everything came from 2K20. Oh, there's another glitch too. The turnbuckle corners are missing on this one. I apologize. But basically, I went into last year's game, got the ring aprons, I got the design for the post if they were here. I got the announce table covers from there too. but and if it would have loaded right, the the LED boards would have been there too from last year's game. This one is hopefully going to be my most downloaded one. I'm hoping, because in this one, in my opinion, is my best one. Anyways, next we're going to go to WrestleMania 29. WrestleMania 29 is also a good arena I created. Oh, LED boards are on this one. I guess it's when I go in and I save it, it deletes them. I like that. But anyways, got those. The stage was already a pre-made stage, so all I had to do was go in and put the images down. This up here took forever because I kept on having to delete the images because they would copy and paste like 8 of the same image over and over again. And there's an image limit on here, but I made it to work. I got it to all work. I remember having to go in and watching this Mania to get all the images for them. The ring stage, it's all blue. I believe I just used 2 of the long, just average designs to get that down. And then I took a header, moved it all the way back here, and put the MetLife logo on it because I wanted to include that detail into this arena because I thought it'd be neat. But I'm pretty sure you can't even see it when you're playing the matches. Ring-wise, basically the same as the last couple of arenas, except this one, there is no, like, design around the WrestleMania letters, so just plain and simple WrestleMania logo with the scratch logo. Aprons, pretty clean. Announce tables, pretty clean. And the logo in the corner. This one is probably one of my better creations, and I really like this Mania. Next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 32. WrestleMania 30 and 31 were in the showcase mode. Now, this one, and I would say WrestleMania 9 and 18 are the 3 worst arenas I created, and this is probably the worst. It's not accurate at all to the WrestleMania arena stage for 32. To start off with, the stage was a star. This is as close as I could get to the star. It don't look like a star. Then I went in and I did the same trick I used for the WrestleMania 28 arena to kind of give it the elongated entrance. It somewhat works, but not really. In real life on the stage, they had this blue tarp that you couldn't see that would stretch from right here to the back of the seats. And then they had the giant WrestleMania logo hanging above with the star. And trust me, there's no header for that in the game. So, I basically had to go in and get a picture of it and just plop it down. From a distance, not even from a distance, this arena looks alright. I had to go through and play WrestleMania. I had to go through and play 2K20 to get half these images. This image is from 2K20, and the LED boards are 2K20. The ring posts are 2K20, and that's about it. The aprons, I got off of a toy ring for WrestleMania 32. So, WrestleMania 32, probably the weakest arena I created. I'm just going to put that out, but hey, what else can I do? Next, we're going to go to WrestleMania 33. Now, this one is a strong one in my opinion. They just released a feature where you can go through and customize like the stages that have LEDs. And before recording this, I thought, hey, maybe I can do that. But I still can't do it to this arena. So, it's stuck looking like this. Anyways, I did a couple of modding things to it to try to get it to look better. I took the Raw's War walls and I put them there so I could put the custom decals. And then I took the WrestleMania 31 Minitron in the giant circle and put it back there because this was the only way I could have added that back there without it looking messed up. This stage though, I think it's carried by the lighting. The lighting is pretty good. And just to talk about this, all the ring apron, like basically the entire ring and them LED boards back there were from 2K20. I had to play through that even more just to get more images from the game to make the arenas look better. Anyways, the ring, I believe, is one of the stronger ones I created. I'm pretty sure I got this one down to the minute detail by accuracy, except for that. I uploaded this arena like that without that logo right there. Really made me mad, but by the time I noticed it, it already had 40 downloads, so I couldn't do nothing else about it. But WrestleMania 33, I believe, is one of the stronger modern arenas I created. I mean, it's alright for what it is. It's got the detailing down. I just wish I could have got the walls to look better on both sides. Then it would have been perfect. But next, we have WrestleMania 34. Now, before we click on this one, and the picture looks alright, but trust me, when we start zooming in, it ain't gonna look good. I went into the game last year and got images out for I went in last year's game and got images for this one like I did for 28, and well, it didn't really work. I tried just copy and pasting the diamonds. Yeah, it worked at some areas, but some other areas just not so well. And as an added bonus, this is all one stage, so all the images stack upon each other. Like, if I would have done it differently to try to get that to look clear, that would have been right there, as you can see right here. I did my best to make this arena look good, and it just would not cooperate. Originally, I did the crown pieces first. I said, yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then I realized the logo right here was all blacked out. I said, I can't have that. So I went in and I put a little bit of white on it, and now it looks like that. Ugh. And then I went up, I put the decal on for WrestleMania logo, and I put in the sides, and this is basically what it looks like. Other than that, ring-wise, ooh, the ring is one of the better ones I've created. All I had to do was go into 2K20 and basically take pictures of everything and copy and paste them. And the ring on this one is a very strong ring in my opinion. I just wish that all the image stacking, if it never was like that, this would have been probably one of the best arenas I created. But what are you gonna do? I have no mods. And now we are here to our final arena. WrestleMania 37. They covered WrestleManias 35, 6 in the showcase mode. And this one, I call it my Frankenstein creation. Because getting a picture of this pirate ship was a pain in the ass. I had to go into 2K22 and I had to individually take screenshots of every piece. I had to get a picture of like 3 pictures of the bottom piece, and I had to get a picture of the corner piece up here, and I had to get a picture of all the sails, and then I had to get a picture of the back. And if you look at it, there's like 3 copies of the WrestleMania sign on the back. You have one right here, and one right here. And if it wasn't for that, I believe if I just had the pirate ship with like a night sky behind it, this would have been one of my stronger manias. Because, I mean, from a distance, if you come all the way back here, it actually looks like there's a pirate ship up there. But as soon as you get closer, it don't look like it. But hey, what are you gonna do about it? Stage, I basically did what I did for the WrestleMania 30 creation. I went in and I got this Minitron out, and then I went and got the WrestleMania 30 walls to extend them. They look alright from a distance, but when you get up close, kind of just looks like that. But from a distance, it looks pretty good. The stage, I'm just going to put it at a high A because going in and getting like 30 of these pictures of this ship and having to put them all together was a pain in the ass, and I did not like it. Ring-wise, these pillars, there's no way customizing them, so I just had to do red, the match, the theme. I went into 2K22, got a picture of all the ring aprons, the ring post, and the inner post, and the announce table. And yeah, WrestleMania 37, far back, one of my stronger manias, I believe. I created some very good manias, but some were just not that good. But that concludes every single WrestleMania in 2K24 that 2K wouldn't. Now, if you want to get any of these arenas, all you got to do is go to Community Creations, go to Downloads, and search hashtag WrestleMania or my username, which is, hold up, give it a minute. Sorry, this thing's a little slow. Go in, search up WrestleMania, or look up my gamer tag Bonzer Juggler 10, and then you'll find a page that has every single WrestleMania I just showed off in this video. You can go in and download. We just cracked over 1,200 downloads, so I'm pretty proud. I believe I spent 3 real life days in total on creating all these arenas, and it took me from like a week after the launch day to 2 days for Mania itself to get every single one created. So, if you want to support me, either you can go into 2K24, download the arenas, show some support, or you can leave a like on this video and possibly subscribe. If y'all would like to see me do any more 2K24 content with all the arenas I created, leave some suggestions in the comments and I might consider it. Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and Mania's in 2 days. I can't wait. Team Rock all the way.